So all eyes currently on Nigel Sylvester, especially coming off a high-profile sneaker release like the Jordan 4 Brick by Bricks. Now he's back again with another Jordan release. This time they're teaming up on a pair of Jordan 1 lows. They're calling these Better with Time. And although the energy, the excitement may not be the same pre-launch, when compared to the last Nigel Sylvester release, let's just keep it a buck. We're about a week away from Saturday's release, and we already know these joints are going to sell out regardless. Now, if you're puzzled why you're wondering Nigel Sylvester and Ronald McDonald are standing on top of this fry truck, literally throwing out free merch, well, this is actually a scene from today's Go Ride event, which took place in New York City. And according to Soul Retriever, as far as the 3rd annual Go Ride event, some select people did actually have early access to his upcoming Better with Time Air Jordan 1 lows. Of course, based off that sample of the Jordan 1 Nitros, which we saw surface years back. It looks like after high demand, Nigel Sylvester is giving the people what they want, but this time updated in low top form. So as far as the early access, I guess you had to sign up, to be able to get a chance to grab these right here, to which this dude, John Adams over here talking about, thanks Extra Butter for early access after participating in the Nigel Sylvester Go Ride NYC. Unfortunately, I made a day trip out of it, and I'm back on the plane flying back to Chicago. Any chance you guys can please ship out or let me have a friend pick up my size 10? To which at the time of this recording, absolutely nobody official has replied. Bro, Extra Butter, Jordan brand, they really could care less. You missed your opportunity, bro. Salute though. So I guess select people did actually have a chance to grab these early. When we talk about the Go Ride event, it's essentially just Nigel linking up with a whole bunch of people riding bikes across the NYC streets. Previous Go Ride events, took place. We saw people like Lil Yachty pull up with a bunch of security guards, trying on the Grandma's Driveway Jordan 4RM. So these are a pretty cool event, a way to connect with the people, shake hands with sneakerheads, real life people, ride bikes around the city, get people active, get them excited for your upcoming releases. So we got some shots from the scenery which took place today. You got Nigel standing on top of trucks, with the big speakerphone, getting people active out there. We see him riding bikes, BMXing around the streets. This is a real cool look, you see. He's just out here riding around with the people, you know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. Could y'all imagine ever seeing Travis Scott do something like this? But I guess that's why Nigel's in the position he's at. He brings that authenticity, the BMX background, and he's just an all-around likable type of dude. So this was some cool scenes, some more footage from today's event where you got Nigel out here with the people. Again, Ronald McDonald, he even participated in the bike event. I don't know what type of bike he's riding there, but that boy Ronald definitely pulled up. Big ass red shoes, helmet included and all that. You guys remember safety first, so this is a real dope event. You got people pulling up in all type of Nigel footwear, which he's having such a big impact here in the sneaker game right now. It's hard to say that Nigel Sylvester isn't one of the biggest Jordan brand ambassadors right now. He's definitely doing his thing and stamping his position in this game, and I love it, man. What a better dude to do it. And on top of everything, they also did pull up at the McDonald's where Nigel Sylvester apparently gifted pairs of these upcoming sneakers to various Nike employees, or McDonald's employees. So although them people out here making minimum wage, getting harassed, flipping burgers, trying to make y'all cheeseburgers as quick as possible, at least today they got to go home with a pair of free Nigel ones. I ain't gonna lie, if I worked at McDonald's right now, I'd probably resell them joints, if you ask me. But this is a cool moment, and apparently Nigel Sylvester actually had a little time working at McDonald's back in the day. And fun fact, J.A. actually worked at McDonald's for a couple of months, or maybe a couple of weeks or something like that, back when I was 15. So this is a real full circle moment, and if you guys don't know, Nigel Sylvester has a full partnership with McDonald's, so I guess it would make sense for him to gift out free sneakers to the employees. But ain't nothing bad to say about that. That's a real cool look. Now, when we talk about these Better with Times, here is a look at the official sneakers, which have been getting some kind of mixed first impressions pre-launch. Again, I talked about how they're based off that sample which surfaced years back, this time in low top form. But these are actually pre-aged. They got the scuffs on there, a bunch of details which would pay homage to BMXing, pre-aged soles, a lot of details which it seems like sneakerheads are kind of getting burnt out on. This is the same theme that we saw for the original Jordan 1 Nigel Sylvester's, which dropped back in 2018. Pre-aged sole, everything, bottoms, all that, misplaced Nike swoosh. A lot of interesting details. Even on the toe cap, it looks like there's even a imprint from like a sticker that might have been on the sneakers. So there's some cool storytelling elements in here. Is it enough to make people get like super excited? I think the storytelling at this point, when you talk about Nigel Sylvester, really doesn't matter because his name is just so big that it carries enough weight. So this is a dope shoe. Some people would say a little too plain. Don't forget, these are included, I guess, with a pair of backup red laces, which definitely set these off a lot more. I would say I like these, but I think the reactions are kind of mixed. But again, we're now about a week away from Saturday's official release date. So let me know, are you guys excited for this sneaker set to release coming up here on the 16th? Are you guys rocking with these? Or were you just not a fan of these overall altogether? Or has your opinions changed now that we're getting a little closer to the release? And I thought this was a great look right here. All the official Nike, Jordan, Nigel Sylvester collaborations. You got the Airship, which I want to say was the very first one. You got the Jordan 1 highs, which again featured that storytelling, the pre-age. When these hit, I think this was back in what, like 2018 when these first dropped, 2020, something like that. People were going crazy for these right here. Like they were definitely regarded as one of the favorite Jordan 1s of that year. And then of course, how can we forget the Jordan 4 RM? Nigel, we got to give him extra props on that one, you know, for bringing in a brand new model, a revision of a classic iconic Jordan 4 silhouette, one which sneakerheads never like when Jordan brand plays with their classic models, but they gravitated towards the Nigels. They appreciated the details, the bike air, the storytelling. And then of course, I don't have to say anything about these brick by bricks. This year is one of this year's hottest shoes. And then we got the upcoming Better with Time Jordan 1 lows, which I gotta say, I'm always a sucker for the latest, newest release. These are cool. Am I looking to really secure these for the personal? Probably not, but then again, you know, just as an overall sneakerhead, I just appreciate what Nigel's doing currently, you know, here in the scene. So dope upcoming drop. Let me know if you guys are excited for this pair right here. And when we talk about Nigel Sylvester Jordan collabs, where would you rank all of these right here? I mean, obviously, we're gonna go with the brick by bricks. Personally, for me, I'm gonna go with those at number 1. Number 2, this is kind of tough, man. Number 2, I'll go with the first ones, the Jordan 1s, which really set it off. And then at number 3, I'm gonna just combine the RMs together. I think those are gonna get extra plus points due to the fact that Nigel actually, you know, did that with a new silhouette technically. Then we're gonna throw in the Better with Times and then the Airships as far as my personal rankings. But you never know. I mean, right now, if I had the choice to rock anything, it would probably be the Jordan 1 lows just because they're the hottest new release coming up. But that's just me, just being honest, telling y'all how I feel. So let me know how you rank these, your thoughts on this upcoming drop. Of course, I'll catch up with you guys here shortly. That's all I got for y'all today. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, JATV.